trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound.
You're green,
Daily
by the
stock
way.
pick trading
Green,
podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.
So let's see. Yeah, it works. Yesterday it was off. For some reason it was off. So I'm here. Big show. Big show today. Big show. There's Linktree. Let's look at Trendspiders. You got 16 hours to claim this deal. 16 hours. Morning, Andres. 16 hours. 16 hours to claim that deal. And boy, market looks good today. And I will tell you, I bet yesterday buy the dip. Did we get a buy? I think we may have gotten a buy. Let me see. Did we get a buy in the 4 hour? Why is this not showing? Okay. 4 hour. Boom, boom. Okay, what happened? Why is this not showing entries? Qualcomm. Why is it not showing entries? Let's log out. Log out, log back in. Don't tell me my golden child is acting up here in Safari. It is. Let's go to iBit. It is. I wonder if, hold on. Let me see if it's acting up in Chrome. Let's see, launch. I've got to see if it's okay. That just means that I took over on Chrome. I may have to do the show in Chrome, which is going to suck, but no. Why are the entries not showing? I don't know why. Let's see. Is it just the 4 hour? No, let's see. Let's look at subscriptions. Run. Let me see. Is there a setting that Trendspider put in here? Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Settings. Extended hours, long only. Chart type. Let's see about candles. Nope. Bars is usually where it shows. Okay, let's contact us. Send message. This is what you do for customer support with Trendspider. It's great. Let's see. We'll download that and open in Finder. Yeah, it's not showing the. Okay. So let's attach this. The strategy tester is suddenly not showing entry or exits on the chart. It's just since last night. New setting. Boom. Bum. Okay, they'll respond within an hour. Morning, Chase, DJ1. I don't know what's up, but if somebody else on here has Trendspider, tell me if you're getting, if you go into the 4-hour algorithm and you can't see entries and exits. I mean, I just can't. It's telling me I mean, I can look at it and see if we're in or not, but that's not great because this gives me anxiety. And I don't see any new settings. And I didn't change anything. Data. Your local time zone. Oh, and it's bars. So. I hope they come back with something that says, yes, there's a problem. Morning, Jacob. Morning, Troy. Hey, by the way, Troy, congratulations. It does, because I was getting ready. I mean, let's see. I've got top 10 dividend stocks with a 2% yield. Tesla, my buddy in Orlando says they have a record day. And that could be a bump. NVIDIA, Microsoft leave Wedbush's thing. If you haven't seen FFIE, this stock is going absolutely crazy. It's up 51%. It was up 78% yesterday. It's up 51%. This is simply over a model, a prototype being displayed at CES. I don't think I'm going to include this. This is, I mean, FNMA and FMCC, I've traded these before. FNMA, this is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And by the way, what's his name? Bill Ackman has been saying this for years. Okay, Robert. Sweet. So it's a system-wide thing. Okay. It's a system-wide thing. What they'll do is they'll send an update out. I couldn't see it in Chrome either, so I know it's a platform thing. They're not taking that shit away. You know what? I am a Trendspider fan. I am their number one. They ain't taking that shit. I can guarantee you that shit's coming back pretty quickly. Okay. That's the update that they did. I probably shouldn't have updated it, but oh well. It just teaches you. I don't know if well, maybe I should. I'll include this because the problem that I see is, and when I looked at it last night, FNMA isn't showing because it's over the counter. I think a lot of the data is just whack in this one because it should be showing this one going up, but it's not. And yet this shows FNMA up 36% yesterday. And I just don't see it in the chart. And I wonder if it's, limited or closed or what. So you know what? I'm going to take that one out. I'm going to say it, but I'm not. Yeah, I'll say it, but I'll point out the chart. I can't see it. So just FYI, MicroStrategy bought more Bitcoin. Breaking news. This was a great MicroStrategy by Kobeshi. I love that Twitter feed. I do say this, I'm not touching until the delivery number. And if I were to buy it would be between deliveries and earnings, assuming autonomy will be part of the discussion. But I may be tempted to buy Tesla today. Remember, the deliveries come out Thursday. So I hadn't used Grok before. But what was interesting was I saw this yesterday, how I made $2 million in the stock market. And I just had Grok do it. And they told me the whole thing. If you haven't looked at oil and natural gas, get ready because there is going to be a ton of coverage of that storm. And yesterday, oil was up like 15%, I think. So NVIDIA and IBIT came back. There was a sale in Alpha Picks, and we are going to go over some of the quantum stocks because Jason yesterday released these scanners for Trendspider, and they're basically to find emerging leaders and then whittle them down. And he gave about 5 or 6, and we'll look at them. We'll look at them completely. So, yeah, instantly identify leaders with laggards. This is a new indicator in Trendspider that I got to start using. And when Jason and the rest of the Trendspider team tell you, hey, this is a great indicator that we just developed for you, relative performance, you want to take, this may get home on my screen. So it may get a new home. So I thought it was important enough to bring up. And we're going to have we have a 4-day trading week this week. We'll have another 4-day trading week next week. So I got 10 thumbs up, 17 people. So, but that's the day. And let's see if the scanner's working. Let's see if the scanner, it'll be interesting to see. Core investments, nothing. Brokerage holdings, VRT. I mean, we'll include scans. Yesterday I had a huge amount of scans, and I can't imagine with the day yesterday that we're going to have a ton. But VRT has a buy. VRT is interesting because I have a setup for a sell. See right there at 126, and it's trading at 116. What up? That's interesting. Yeah, they'll get back to me. Charts as well. Okay. We'll just put that down. They are great, and they do have, it's I think it's 20 hours a day, not 24. So, but VRT is a good one. Let's see if Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin got an entry. We can't see it, but did get an entry. Bitcoin and crypto. We'll put in BTC. Coinbase. PSI. That's a. Let me see. I can't see the entries on PSIX, but I mean, in the 4 hour, it's still in. You know, you got that bump up from 8 to 30. Maybe the data. I wonder if the data for the NASDAQ has been off. I mean, this is a stock that, yeah. It's listed on the NASDAQ, not unlisted. It was over the counter, and now it's on the NASDAQ. And you can see up here in the upper left where it says NASDAQ. You can go in. Let's see. Let's find one of the other ones. Top stocks. Let's look at KINS. I don't think that that's on the NASDAQ. It'll say over the counter. NASDAQ. No, that is on the NASDAQ. LX, maybe that one's not on the NASDAQ. Let's see. No, that's on the NASDAQ too. Interesting. But usually you'll see it like this one says Coinbase GDAX. So, but yeah, PSIX, that's got to be a data issue. And I can include that in. Nathaniel, so I don't bug Trendspider too much. Put that in a note. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put you on countdown real quick.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding
Okay. Sorry. Oh boy. I can't see anything, so. Oh, okay. They're checking with the dev team. Checking with the dev team. I probably should get a. Oh boy. Let's continue on this one. Bitcoin gotten let's see, covered call ETFs. Nothing there. Energy names. If you haven't been watching Boyle, we can see energy, Arch, AMR. I'm working on, well, I shouldn't say I'm working on, I'm planning on doing some updates to some lists. So if you're a Trendspider customer, you can get those from me. Let's see, leveraged ETFs. We've got UMDD, we've got SPXU, we've got TECS, we've got URTY, SDS, TMF, SARK, PSQ, HIBS, and Yang, Yin and Yang, if you remember those Chinese stocks. That popped up. Low cost Vanguard, nothing. Spider sectors, XLRE. Is next year a real estate bump? I mean, we've been seeing, you know, this entire since November that, I mean, the housing market is just shit. So you're seeing it below its 200 day on the 4 hour. The last time that happened was last year, right around April. I mean, that 50 day, that death cross right there, you look at the weekly and it still looks weak. I mean, you're just right at the 200 day. So you've broken that trend, which started in 2023 on the weekly. I do think that you get back up here to 50, so it'll be interesting. Spider sectors, and then let's look at our watch list. I'm going to have quite a bit on this. Yeah, we've got MHO, we've got MOD, we've got POWL, we've got VRT, which we already have, and BLDR. Again, that's real estate, and that one, every time it's come down to this level kind of stuff, I'm going to remove all segments. There we go. Every time you've come down to this level, you know, around 130, 140, it's popped back, and it's popped back to that almost 200 level. So, you know, you look at a weekly on this one, and it's not even at the 200 day. That's what's interesting about that one. Index. Let's look at the Dow. Do we have anything in the Dow? Morning, William. Home Depot. Where builders build? I forget they're saying IDXX in the NASDAQ. That's the only one in the NASDAQ 100, which is fairly unusual, but we'll probably have a couple in the S&P. Home Depot and AMT. Boy, I feel naked without the entry on the 4 hour. Oof. Let me see. Hopefully they get it. What'd I do? Oh. She was checking if I was actually naked on camera. QQQ. Yeah, I can't. Oh, this is disappointing. I got everything opened up. It is Alexander wrote back a couple minutes ago at 8:59 from Trendspider. I mean, this is the, I don't get this type of response just because I'm, you know, an affiliate. You get that type of response if you're a customer. Yeah, it is a different kind of show. Man, this mic screen stinks. My breath must be horrible in the mornings. I need to like Febreze this damn thing or something. It is the last trading day of the year, and I have a meeting with a fellow influencer at 11:30 today. What's Cole's what is it?
KOLD.
Yeah, but what is it? Tokyo Sims?
Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna look at that. Look at YouTube.
Oh my God.
Tokyo Sims. Oh no. Tokyo Sims. Oh, he shows up. This is who I'm meeting with at 11:30. By the way, just if do me a favor, just clean up. I'm not subscribed to Tokyo Sims. Why am I not subscribed? He hasn't posted one in 6 days, by the way.
No, it's not. Oh, YouTube is slow.
Oh, what?
Instagram every day.
It's mainly TikTok?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
And TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok is where he is. But you know what's interesting? The fucker doesn't have links.
Oh, LinkedIn. I mean.
No, on his YouTube. I'm watching it. He's got no links.
Oh.
Like what? You know what's leading people to Instagram where he's posting a lot more off of YouTube? Nothing. Nothing. He's my girlfriend's son. That's why, Nathaniel. He's got, let's see, 89,000 subscribers here. I think he's got 600,000 or close to 1 million on Instagram. TikTok, he's got over 1 million, I think, right?
Views, but not followers.
Okay, views. He gets like a million views every time he puts out a video. He lives in Japan, so he does that. So we're going to help him try and make some money. I am not buying a special spray to clean my pop filter mic. I'm not going to buy a special spray. I will just Febreze it or run it under water. I really want to, let's see, if they're checking with the dev team, let's sign back in. That's what I'm really waiting for, is to see, okay, are we getting, it's a little slow. It's a little slow to log in. Nathaniel, are you watching, by the way? Nathaniel says, I bet your girlfriend really misses him. She's laughing. Of course she does. For public consumption, of course she does. And by the way, he does not watch my channel, so do not worry. No, I mean, he could. What I tell him all the time, and I will tell you this, I don't have as big an audience as he does. He gets, I think it was within an hour, he got like 600 or 700 comments on his Instagram post. And then, you know, I checked later in the day and it was like 16,000 or something. He has cracked the code to get views and to get an audience. What he hasn't cracked the code on is how you turn that and you monetize that into making, because it's just, he's not making money. I mean, and that's an influencer problem overall. You know, I'm doing very well. I think I'm at $127,000 this year just from this podcast, income wise. So I'm doing very well with a very small and niche audience. And he says, well, you're in the financial world. I'm saying, yes, I'm in the financial world. And yes, I probably have a little bit of a bump up there. But I don't think that that's the only reason I'm making money. I'm providing people goods and services that help people. And I think he can too, because even people that entertain can provide goods and services that you know, T-shirts, you know, things of that sort. You can do a lot. You know, he's known for his glasses on the end of his nose. Sell the glasses, you know, get an Amazon store where you link for the microphone. Do something. So he's doing okay with the ad revenue. It's not nothing, but again, you go to his channel and there's no links to get to Instagram. There's no cross promoting there. And so that's the thing that I'm really meeting with is just the marketing. And Troy knows, you know, the marketing stuff is what I'm good at. I think I showed up to Time Warner in Northeast Florida. And I think I changed their culture as well. So that's what I'm good at. I'm not a great salesperson because the product is what sells everything here. I don't sell. You know, I'm not selling a Gary mug. I will sell a Gary mug if someone were to design something for me. I would sell a T-shirt if somebody were to design something for me.
No.
She just got it. Okay, let me do the show. Because it doesn't look, maybe it'll show up at some point in time in the middle of this. I'm hoping, but I guess it's not going to show. Yeah, we're just going to start recording. Okay, we got 18 thumbs up and 28 people in here. So start hitting that thumbs up button. Okay, I gotta do I want AI tracking? Yeah. Whoop, whoop. You laugh at anything I do. She does. There's giggling going on in the background. And I'm not sure if she's laughing at me or the dogs. The dogs are significantly funnier than I am. Just so everyone knows. We got a lot of green in the market, by the way. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look as strong as it was. I think QQQ was up. Let's turn on and we'll go to 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Let me see. Maybe they fixed it. Let me log out and log back in because that will sometimes fix things. And we will go to the 4 hour and run. Okay. Appears to be working with the 4 hour. Most stocks I have on the list. SMH. Let's see. Maybe I have to, let's go and open up a new one. It should be on any strategy. You see the entry and exit. Nope. Doesn't work for me on there. Claim it back. Maybe it is a single issue, user issue. Or maybe I wonder if it's, maybe it'll show up. Let's see. I mean, I didn't change anything. I mean, I literally didn't change anything, and then I show up this morning, and the stuff's not showing up. Okay, we're going retro. We're gonna do this. Start out on QQQ. Let's look at the market data. We'll go to key market data. And it does look like, by the way, Seeking Alpha, I ripped them yesterday. Just so everybody's aware, I ripped them yesterday about this whole Safari issue. So maybe it's fixed. I think it has to do with the pop-ups. That's just Happy New Year from Sydney, Australia, Travis. It's not even I wonder if it's Trendspider hasn't contacted me back signal stack to my sidebar. I don't even look at this stuff. Add trading bots to your sidebar. Orlando. Oh, you're down there with my buddy Steve. Retro Gary does not look good because I have anxiety over not being able to see the entries and exits. Again, remember, I may not even take trades today because I don't have the entry and exits in this thing. I was planning on potentially buying Tesla, blah, 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 but let me just go ahead and do this, and maybe it shows up. Maybe it shows up. I don't know. But I'm glad it's working for you, Nathaniel. I'd rather have it working for you guys than me. Okay. Good. Then I'm not the only one. I don't know their setup and I don't know the technical aspects of it, but Nathaniel, the other thing you may want to look at is if you haven't updated, and I wouldn't do it, but if you log out and log back in, that usually updates your web browser to the current one. I had that big update in the upper right-hand corner this morning, and that's seems to be what happened with this. You can see the Shark Ninja buy hasn't worked. But yes, I did rip into over Seeking Alpha, and I showed them. I mean, I tried 3 different iPads, 2 different iPhones, 3 different MacBooks, a Pro, an Air, and 2 Airs, and I tried my new Mac Mini, and it all seems to just get hung up on that damn pop-up. And I was like, it's not just me, it's not just one. It's everybody. And I heard from other people yesterday, while I was doing it, that, yeah, it was a problem. So 31 people and 20 thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to start the recording. Good morning. It is Tuesday, December 31st. It's the final day of the year. If you are in the not retail trader and you made more than 9% trading this year, congratulations. If you are in the retail traders and you made on average 9%, let's try and help you a little bit. Let's guide you towards maybe where you made mistakes. The first mistake you're probably making is you're probably not journaling your trades. And so journaling your trades helps you understand where you made mistakes. It helps you identify your own risk tolerance. It helps you identify your strategy. It helps you identify where it's working and where it's not working. So your first thing is to journal your trades. Now, I love to see the 4-hour algorithm. Trendspider right now, we have reported it. It is not showing up with entries and exits like it normally does on the charts, but it will. I've alerted them. They've said, hey, we're going to check with our dev team. Other people have reported it, so it should by this afternoon show the entries and exits. We're going to do the show anyway because we trudge on. Now, will I trade without it? Probably not. I feel naked without this stuff. I mean, my little Willie, it's cold here in Atlanta. It's not showing. It's not showing. It's like a frightened turtle. But I feel a little bit uneasy about trading. By the way, just so you're aware, tomorrow the markets are closed, and on January 9th, the markets are closed. So we have 2 weeks in a row where you have a day where you're not trading, you're not doing anything. So my guidance, get organized. I will use those days. I will use tomorrow. I will use it just like I do on the weekends, which is creating watch lists in Seeking Alpha, creating watch lists, and doing new scanners in Trendspider. I will be doing all of those things. How did we wind up yesterday? I mean, we had a good morning candle, which was period up 2.73%. And then you pulled back a little bit in the afternoon. So, the Mag 7 was not good yesterday. If we look at the market data from yesterday, we were down 1.14%, down almost 1% on the Dow, and the NASDAQ 100 down 1.33%. It just wasn't a great day. I mean, we haven't had a good 5 days. We haven't had a good 1 month. But year to date, it looks really good. So I hope you're at least in the market, because being in the market is very good. If you're out of the market or you trade in and out of the market, go and track your performance over a year, because more than likely trading in and out of the market, either you've killed it and you're very lucky, and if you can continue that for 4 or 5 years, you're fantastic. You're one of the very few. If you can't continue it for years upon years upon years, just make sure you're moving things into VOO and QQQ. Those are the two best ETFs that I've found to just stay in the market. And do you want bonds? Hell no. I don't like bonds. They haven't worked for me. I don't want safety. Do you want them? That's all about your own risk tolerance. But yesterday, I don't think we're seeing anything more than just people are on vacation. There were 400 million shares traded in the New York Stock Exchange yesterday. Normal days, it's around 700 million. So it's not about people selling. It's that the buyers aren't there. And it's not like they're not going to show up on January 2nd. They are going to show up on January 2nd. I expect a bumpy ride. I expect this. We're up so much this year. Even the Santa Claus rally, I didn't expect a huge Santa Claus rally. It's usually 1 or 2% in the market. And yes, you can pick out certain stocks, and we'll go over those. But again, yesterday, by the way, if you watch Trendspider's YouTube channel, I think they put it out. Let's see. Let's go Trendspider. I think they may have put it out. It was a great, yes, stocks ready to explode in 2025. This was 32 minutes of absolute genius from Jason. Okay, absolute genius from Jason. He shows you how to use Trendspider. He shows you everything that you need to know about making sure that you're in this market and that you have the stocks technically to be able to look at it. And he even got a question yesterday about a fundamental thing about I think it was cash margin, free cash flow, and he admittedly said, "I know nothing about fundamentals." So, again, I use both fundamentals and technicals. But if, a guy like Jason doesn't use it, then don't use it. He goes over this, which probably in the new year will find a home on my charts. It's a relative performance indicator. Identify market leaders and laggards. It is an amazing, it sits down there with the RSI, it sits down there with the MACD like you see it, and this goes over everything that you need to see. Okay, and you can do it against the S&P 500. You can do it against yearly, 4-quarter weighted. There are a lot of settings that you can go over in this special indicator. And you can see, is it leading the market? Is it trailing the market? Is it a leader or a laggard? And when does it actually lag? And does it have pops? That's what this relative performance indicator does. And it's exclusive to Trendspider. It is amazing. And again, these are the things that Trendspider brings you. And what did Jason do yesterday? He gave you 2 brand new scanners. Okay. And if you look down here, the scanning criteria, that is the scanner that he built. There is no way I would be able to build this on my own. Jason goes over it in that video about everything. And he finds, and we're going to go over them right now. We're going to go over several of the stocks that he goes over, but he gave you an emerging leaders for the NASDAQ composite, and he gave you an emerging leaders for the Russell. Okay, those 2. And so I will include them in the newsletter if you want to import them into your setup. And the newsletter, by the way, everything, right? I got a question yesterday from somebody. Where do I go to sign up for Trendspider? Where do I go sign up for the newsletter? Literally on the screen below my head is linktr.ee/daily stock pick. It is all there. You can get the holiday special for Trendspider. You can sign up for the newsletter. You can sign up for Seeking Alpha. Trendspider, though, is having their New Year's sale. It is over in 15 hours. And if you listen regularly, you know I steer you towards the advanced, because then setting up your relative strength indicator, you can go and take a one-on-one course and just say to the person, hey, explain the relative strength indicator to me. And you can say, hey, you know, Apple, let's take a look at Apple. And they can take a look at the relative strength indicator with you. They can't give financial advice. So expect that response if you're going to say, should I buy it here? No, they can't give financial advice. Nobody's going to give you a course. You know, and if they do, be wary of them, because rule number one here is don't listen to a douche on the internet. So again, I steer you towards the advanced, because if you take one course a month, okay, it's $938. So if it's within your budget, you know, a year, if you have $100,000, that's 1%. Okay, that's 1%. Do you think you could take 1% and improve yourself with these charts, with these indicators? I think you could, but that's up to you. But here's the killer. If it's $938, okay, for the year, and you take one course per month, that's $78 for that course. Okay, I know language, you know, say you're trying to learn a new language. If you go and take a lesson from a tutor once a month, that's at least $50, $60. My girlfriend does piano teaching. That's like $70 for per lesson. So again, $78 for the tool and one lesson a month. That's a deal. That's an absolute steal to me, to be able to learn how to use the tool, to be able to go into more depth than I go into. You know, I have literally the RSI, the MACD, some moving averages up here with volume, and that's what I use. And I use my 4-hour algorithm. And by the way, when you sign up for Trendspider, you get my 4-hour algorithm. You get everything that I use. That's the benefit of signing up through me, is that, boom, you get the leg up first. Okay, and they can help you with, okay, what does this strategy do? What does it look for? And they can help you understand how I built that 4-hour algorithm. But again, if you are already a Trendspider subscriber, get to the newsletter, because I will have these in today's newsletter. Okay, one of the things that Jason talked about when he went into the emerging leaders was a stock in the quantum computing space. And again, it's 38 minutes. I would urge you to go watch that video. But one of them that he brought up is SkyT. Okay, and so in my world, I don't necessarily just look at the chart, but you can see how it broke out here. And Jason does a much better, you know, if you had done his scanner 4 days ago or 5 days ago, you might have found this one at the $11 mark, where it pumped up here to about $19. Okay, you might have found that. This is a 4-hour chart. We can go back and look at a 65-minute chart. You can look at whatever chart that you want. But again, his scanner might have found this for you. It is a quantum stock like Rigetti, RGTI, like Qubit, QBTS, all of those that popped. But this one hasn't popped. If you go and look at a weekly on this one hasn't, I mean, it's popped up a little bit, but you're still seeing all-time highs in here at 20 and 30. Now, let's go over, again, this article goes over Rigetti, D-Wave lead quantum stocks lower on Monday as the year draws to a close. It was just profit taking, and people are taking profits. But let's go look at SkyT, because we include fundamentals. I don't necessarily just use technicals like Jason does. I want the fundamentals. Well, what does Seeking Alpha tell us? It says it's a strong buy in the quant. Now, understand, this is a $684 million market cap. This is a very small cap stock. And the 52-week range is between $5.63 and $19. Okay, the valuation is a C. The growth, B. Profitability, C+. Momentum, A+. Revisions, A. But Wall Street says it's a buy. Let's look at the Wall Street price target. Because the Wall Street price target, there are 4 analysts that cover this. Only 4. And they say the average, and I did just complain to Seeking Alpha about this issue, and I believe it's this pop-up, those damn pop-ups. Now, the average price target is $11.88. You're trading at $14. Okay, it's up 0.35 in the pre-market. It's number 6 of 36. So when you go through this, what's the number 1? It's RGTI. It's Credo. This is another one that Jason found out. Okay, so again, you can use both of these tools to benefit you in trying to find some of these hot stocks. And you can see the top semiconductor stocks: Rigetti, Kratos, SQNS, Taiwan Semi, SITM, all of these things. All of these things are good. You know, one other one that Jason brought up, Credo, CRDO. We just saw it. Okay, Credo Technology Group. Look at that weekly chart. Look at this 4-hour chart. It's you know, again, it's emerging leaders, and he uses that relative strength indicator to try and tell you, hey, this one's leading, it's lagging compared to its competitors, and it might be due for a pop. You know what else showed up there? SOUN. We've been covering this one. I've been saying, hey, they actually have customers. And when they actually had customers here at the beginning of December, it was around 10. It's at $22 right now. Okay, that's one that he brought up. PDYN. The move has already happened in the last 4 days, but it's simply run. You know, again, PLYA was his last one. So get the special for the new year. Again, all of this stuff, you literally click on that import. And Jason and Trendspider has said, for the new year, we're going to focus on setting up scanners. We're going to focus on setting up watch lists. We're going to focus on helping people use this tool. So it's not just you sitting in your basement using, you know, whatever, but you can also go on YouTube and find strategies and then build them in Trendspider yourself, and then share them on the Discord, share them with my group in the Facebook group, share them however you want. Or, you know, if you have a strategy that works, I'd urge you, share it. You know, my 4-hour algorithm works. I share it with everybody that's signed up. It's built in Trendspider, so you need Trendspider in order to get it. I share it. When somebody who's already signed up for Trendspider, you know, emails me, I just move them under my plan. I don't get paid for it. I get paid when you renew, but I don't get paid for it right there if you've already signed up. So again, I'm sharing that. I would urge you to share it and use these tools. Just so you know, Seeking Alpha, there are 2 portions of Seeking Alpha. There is premium and there's alpha picks. The premium portion is what I'm going to go over with the virtual analyst report, with the quant, with the Wall Street price target, with all of that information. That's premium. You get it for thousands and thousands of stocks. The virtual analyst report shows up overnight. It's like having a group of freaking analysts that are working for you while you're sleeping. That's what the virtual analyst reports are for, and that comes with premium. And then Alpha Picks is just a curated, data-driven portfolio that beats the S&P and has had phenomenal performance. Okay, the bundle deal is great. You save $159. Again, where do you get it? You get it on Linktree. It's that second link. If you just want the virtual analyst reports and stuff like that, get this $30 off coupon and start your free 7-day trial. That's it. Now, if you just want alpha picks, don't even want to think about it, and you want to beat the S&P, and if you didn't beat the S&P, I would urge you, get alpha picks, because you get to identify. They basically give you a 4 or 5 page summary of why they picked a stock and when. And they tell you when to buy. It's on the 1st and the 15th of each month, and they tell you when to sell. We did have a sell yesterday. Go and take a look at it. I personally did not buy this stock. When they told me, when I bought the entire portfolio, I skipped this one. Personal reasons. I don't like the company. I used to work for the company. I don't like the company. So I skipped this one, but I got the alert to sell. If I had the entire portfolio, I would have sold. Now, I think there's only 2 stocks that I didn't buy. And it was personal reasons. It wasn't because I didn't like the stock. I didn't make any judgments about the stock. I just didn't like the company. And it was, again, personal reasons. But if you want alpha picks, you can get alpha picks. You know, 164% versus 57% on the S&P. Come on. That's really good. NVIDIA and IBIT. So we saw a nice little bounce yesterday in NVIDIA. I think it ended the day kind of flat. But if you look at the 5-minute chart of NVIDIA yesterday, it was pretty good. I mean, this is, you know, this starts out at 136 and it gets up to 140. That was pretty good. It's softening now. And you're seeing that opening candle. You're seeing it. I would urge anybody, and I know my parents just texted me last night, can we buy more NVIDIA? And guess who's speaking? Guess who is the conference keynote speaker at CES coming up next week? You guessed it, Jensen Huang. It's the CEO of NVIDIA. If you don't think that they're going to have a huge presence at that show with all of the AI crap, with their own personal computer that they're going to start selling, does it change the game? No. I think, there was a new AI released yesterday that is smarter, that's been trained on the old H800 chips, and the Chinese are showing, hey, but then when you ask it, who are you? It says I'm OpenAI. So I think they trained it on OpenAI. I think they hacked stuff. So I do think that NVIDIA is a great buy under 140. You can see where did I get 140? Well, when you go to this right here, this is a weekly chart on NVIDIA. And you can see where is it hovering around? It's 140. It's putting that top in there. So if you just buy it below, I think we continue this trend up. Now you can see the MACD on the weekly is resetting. The RSI is at 57. I think you want this stock in your portfolio. It's one of 2 chips that I own. I think I own 2 chips. I own NVIDIA. Just FYI, I own NVIDIA. I don't know what the other one is. But that shouldn't make a determination in your thing. My goal is to tell you that I think this one is good. It's setting up there. Is it a perfect? You can see on declining volume, we're just sitting there. When the volume actually picks up, I think it's like this back in 2020. Where you just sat there at 130 because this was a 10-for-1 split. You sat there at 130 and then you moved up all the way into 2021 and then you had supply chain and you just had a glut of chips. And then all of a sudden 2022 comes around and you're trading at $11 and by the end of 2022 you are let's see at you're at about 16 and you just continued up and we're just taking it. This when you climb stairs don't always go straight up. Sometimes you have a platform. And that's what it's setting up. It's setting up that platform. Now, IBIT is another one in the core portfolio. And Bitcoin may have seen a bounce. Right now, IBIT is, let's see, it's up 1.61%. Look at this one on the 4-hour. The MACD on IBIT is down below the oscillator. The RSI is at 46. It's oversold. Do I know what this is going to do next week? No. Do I know what this is going to do next year? No. I believe that Bitcoin is going to be a major player, and IBIT doesn't have a lot of history, but it just goes by Bitcoin. And guess what we got to buy on? We got to buy on the 4-hour algorithm in Bitcoin. I'm looking for the little tilde up. BTC upper tilde, whatever it is, USD, and you do the Coinbase one, and you can track Bitcoin here in Trendspider. And you can see it. And again, if the 4-hour algorithm entry and exits were working, it would show you we just got an entry in it today. So it's below the 200-day. The MACD, the 50-day is below the 200-day. You haven't seen this for quite a while. I mean, let's go back. It didn't even get here in October. If you go and look at a weekly of this one, of Bitcoin, remember, this trades 24 hours. So this chart is 24 hours right there. I don't know why. 150,000. It's just my prediction for next year. Just my prediction. But again, on the weekly, you're seeing it's a bit stretched. It could go down. Now, there's talk of a major snowstorm coming here to the southeast. U.S. natural gas surges by most in more than 2 years. Now, how do you play this? Well, I always tell people I like playing the triple leveraged ETFs, and Boyle is one. Okay, Boyle is one, but if you go to the weekly, this is the problem with some of these ETFs. Let's see, we're going to remove all text annotations. I just don't want that there. You can see the trend line right here, and we've kind of held it a little bit. So if you buy this one up here, you can do KOLD, Boyle and KOLD. Natural gas is going up because of this cold spell news. And so you can trade these against themselves. It's triple leveraged ETF. Boyle was up like 15% yesterday. And it's because, again, natural gas surges by most in more than 2 years on cold weather forecasts. And it's trades on the futures. You can trade those too. That's how I do it. If you want to just buy natural gas, EQT. Okay, EQT and Coterra Energy, CTRA, are Monday's 2 biggest winners in the S&P leaderboard in early trading, 3.3%. This was up based on that. Now, Comstock Resources, 6.1. Again, go and read that if you want access. I just use Boyle and KOLD, and I get in and out of those. So that's typically what I do. Now, this was interesting. So I always look for Twitter and for YouTube for strategies. And this was a post, Market Rebellion, how I made $2 million in the stock market. They don't notate anything. They don't do anything. So I went and asked Grok, can you analyze this for me? And this is from Nicholas Darvos, a Hungarian dancer turned investor, is referenced for his trading strategy, the Darvos box theory, which he detailed in the 1960 book, How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market. The theory uses price and volume indicators to identify profitable stocks. Again, he was using price and volume indicators. That's it. In 1960. You didn't have computers in 1960. So he's probably drawing this on fucking graph paper and stuff. Again, he turned to how he made $2 million in the stock market. And in 1960 terms, that's like making, $40 billion today based on inflation. You know, what a candy bar cost 25 cents back then. So I thought that was interesting. I think Grok and I think Twitter are actually taking on Meta with some of the best AI uses and integrating it. Google's going to have to step up their game. So I thought that was super, super impressive. Now let's talk about Tesla, because I'm going to move this one over here. We're going to talk about Gene Munster first. So his thoughts on December deliveries, Tesla. They will report Thursday morning, I think is when they said they will. It's likely Thursday morning. We don't exactly know when, the exact time. The consensus estimate is 506,000. The whisper number is approximately 500,000. So here's the deal. And he put, you can go and read this. He believes it's going to be a good year for Tesla. We'll go and look at the chart a little bit. But I did get an email from a friend last night who works at the Tesla Delivery Center in Orlando. Today is a record day for deliveries for them. Just FYI. I mean, that's not insider trading. That's not any insider knowledge. Today in Orlando, I mean, that may not move the deal, the needle, but Tesla could be setting up for a record 2025 or record-setting deliveries report. So if they do it, you could see Tesla pop. And let's go and look at Tesla. Again, Tesla's in the core portfolio. It's down a little bit here in the open market. And I've said this. I think this 414 provides some support for that stock. You can see the MACD is reset. If we go and we look at the weekly, it's still extended. So do I want to buy in when the RSI in the weekly is at 71? I prefer not to. But if you want to buy it, I think you could. Okay, hold on one second. Okay.
Need a coffee, do you want?
Huh?
Do you want some coffee?
Yes, please. But don't interrupt. Leave it out there for me.
Okay.
I'll get distracted. I don't like being distracted. Okay. I was on Tesla. Let's start recording again. Okay, so Tesla, yeah, we're good on Tesla. I do own a small portion of Tesla. I will probably buy a little bit more, and I do own a lot of XLY. That's for anybody that thinks that I own Tesla outright. I don't. I own far more XLY than Tesla. Tesla's in my Webull account. And if you want Webull, again, go over to Linktree. Set yourself up with $1,000 in Webull. and just start trading at wazoo. Start trading like crazy. I mean, again, if you only have $25,000, don't do this. Don't do this. But if you got a couple $100,000 in your pocket, put $1,000 into Webull. Okay, sign up right there. You get free stocks when you sign up, and just start trading. I turned $1,000 into $11,000 over the past couple of years. Would I trade my large account like that? Hell no, I wouldn't. But again, MicroStrategy is one. This is a great explanation of MicroStrategy. Okay, MicroStrategy is known as the most popular levered Bitcoin play of the year. Meanwhile, over the last month, Bitcoin has gained 2%, while MicroStrategy is currently down 50%. What's happening? Let's explain. And they go through it. It is a great explanation of MicroStrategy. And are we looking to buy MicroStrategy? Right now, you're out. MicroStrategy in the 4-hour algorithm is out. It is up 2% today. But you're seeing, look at that gap. That gap goes down to 274. Have we filled that gap? No. Will you fill that gap? I like to think that gaps get filled. Gaps are like old men at the pool with their old man shorts. When they spread their legs, you're going to see the gap, and it's got to get filled because you'll throw up if it stays open. So there you go, 274. I think that's going to be. Am I buying and selling based on the 4-hour algorithm? Yes. It's my strategy. Why? You can see it right here. Look at the bottom of your screen, right above the black line right there. There's a performance chart, okay? And in Trendspider, it gives you all the performance. You make 2,113%. Versus buying and holding makes you 1,769%. How long does this go? Well, it goes back 24 months. And if I trade 24 months, you're saying, well, Gary, I have a regular job. I don't want to trade that much. It's 22 effing positions. 22. You win 45% of the time. Your average win is 63%. So do I want to take the trade when it tells me? Absolutely, I want to take the trade. And guess what? The effort's buying more. They added another 2,138 Bitcoins to the balance sheet. They're buying more. So he's leveraging it. Go and read about why it's down 50% while Bitcoin is not down as much. And there's a leveraged strategy on Bitcoin. Now, my strategy is, by the way, I am just buying IBIT, and I'm buying and holding IBIT to have exposure to Bitcoin. My girlfriend last night was doing something with a coin tracker. And she's like, well, what does this mean? I have no freaking idea. What do? I don't own Bitcoin. I own IBIT, and I will trade MicroStrategy. That is my thing. And by the way, when MicroStrategy goes crazy and I see that it's actually moving, I will buy a double leveraged MicroStrategy ETF, MSTX. That's what I did in November when it was on its way up. I made a killing off of these two. An absolute killing. You want to know why I'm up at 11,000 in Webull? Is because of this. That's it. So again, that's my strategy. Find a strategy that works for you. Now, I will tell you this one right here. Bill Ackman says common stocks of GSEs offer a large asymmetrical upside. I use ChatGPT to try and tell me what this says. I had no idea what this says. I said, I am 14 years old. I'm new to investing. Please explain to me what this article says. And it did. I just did. Again, if you don't understand what you're reading, now I have traded FNMA. This is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Trump has said he wants to get them out of the government's hand and back into the private sector, back into the stock market. So Bill Ackman is essentially saying these are great tools. Now, you don't know what's going to happen. They could say, hey, we're just going to issue new shares, not these others. And it could go back, but it was up 36% yesterday. So it may provide a trading opportunity. I did not find that 36% in the chart in Trendspider. I don't see it. But again, I don't know if the data is corrupted in Trendspider based on the NASDAQ type stuff, but I just don't see it. I will warn you about that. Now, if you're an OG listener, you know FFIE. This is one that we traded for quite a bit. It was a nice trading setup. Well, I thought they were going bankrupt, to be honest with you. When you look at even a weekly chart of this, I mean, it looks like they're going bankrupt. I mean, it really, really does. Look at this, okay? December 26th, last week. You're trading at $1.30. Where are you right now? $4.01. Okay? It is on a tear. Go to a 5-minute chart and you can see the gap up here. Why? Because they're showing a freaking car at CES. They're not making money. It's a prototype car. That's it. So it's not like this has changed. Okay? Nothing about this stock has changed, but it gets some pump. Again, the volume, 40 million shares traded last week. It's got $142 million market cap. And when you go to financials, they are not making money. They are just not making money. There's nothing about this company that I would say, oh my God, I'm going to invest in this one. I'm going to buy and hold. And again, Seeking Alpha, please fix your Safari stuff. I think it's got to do with the pop-up because every time it's this damn pop-up. But the financials, see, they have no revenues, 0.5, but their operating expense, $66 million. So they're not making any money. That's a problem. And that's not one you want to invest in my opinion. That is one that you want to trade. But it's good. Yeah, I mentioned this. Let's see. Yeah. And Jensen's doing the keynote. That was my note in my notes. Webbush, 25 top 10 stock winners for 2025. Microsoft, NVIDIA, Palantir, Google, Apple, MongoDB, Pegasus Systems, Snowflake, Salesforce. Again, that's a pretty good list. Yeah, pick your winners. I've got a ton of Microsoft. I am buying more NVIDIA. I don't own Palantir because I just think it's crazy. I do own Tesla. I own a ton of Google. Apple is still 40 to 50% of my overall portfolio. MongoDB, I don't own. I will trade Snowflake. I've got a little bit of Snowflake. I trade it. Salesforce, I do own in my Roth. So it's just, again, find your strategy. And if AI is your strategy, I do think, Dan Ives says with what Trump in the White House and FTC chair Lena Khan, the days behind him, stronger AI being on the way, and Goldilocks Foundation for big tech and Tesla looking into 2025 and beyond. That's what he says. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. I do think that we're still in an AI territory. Now, maybe dividends is your strategy. Maybe you're, Walter, sitting in your rocking chair and you need some income because you're 85 years old and you need some doctor's bills that you have to pay. Well, here's some dividend stuff. And what does this do? This integrates the Seeking Alpha Quant system. 10 dividend stocks with a 2% yield and a buy or strong buy rating in the quant system. 10 of them. Maybe that's your strategy. Okay. Let's go in and look. We had some scans. VRT is one that got a cross up. You can't see the entry here. Again, normally on the charts, you'll see an exit and entry. I have Trendspider looking into it. Other people have confirmed it's just a platform thing. They're working with their developers to actually fix it. But VRT is one. MHO is another one. There are several. These will all be in the newsletter. And you may say, well, how do I get the newsletter? Just go over here to Linktree. Okay. dailystockpick.substack.com. The newsletter is absolutely free. Absolutely free. Okay. Right here. You can go to yesterday's post. And at the bottom of every newsletter, just so you're aware, it is all my notes. Everything that you hear in the podcast, these are the cliff notes. For all you OG users who are over 50 years of age, these are the cliff notes. And if you don't know what cliff notes are, go and ask Chat GPT or something. It's before computers were around. You had cliff notes. But I include all the strategies, everything. But when you get down to the bottom here, okay, scans. These are scans that I go into Trendspider every morning and I look at watch lists. All the watch lists that I've created. I look at the core portfolio to try and see which ones do. I do the Dow, NASDAQ, and the S&P 100. Okay, I'm a large cap tech investor, so I don't go into the small caps. You can use these scans and go into small caps. I also have a personal watch list that I include. That includes Motley Fool names. It includes Alpha Pick names. It includes stocks that are strong in the Seeking Alpha Quant. It includes all of that. So you get all of that in Trendspider without even signing up for Seeking Alpha. But I would urge you, there is a Gary bundle here. Okay, the bundle is, the first one is Trendspider. Obviously, I use Trendspider. I don't know what to do today without those entries and exits on my chart. I can scan and see which ones are in the current 4 hour, but I can't see it on the chart. And so again, I feel naked. And then there's the bundle. And the bundle is Seeking Alpha Premium and Alpha Picks. It's the top 2 links right here. So that preferred Gary bundle right there is the preferred. Again, if your portfolio is large enough to make that, then use it. If not, what can you use? Well, for Trendspider, I used for years. I used Fidelity Active Trader Pro. I also used Thinkorswim. I used Webull. Webull has a free desktop software that I used. That's very simple to learn and use. Robinhood just launched their platform. I know your brokerage should have a charting program that you can use if you have a quality broker. If you don't have a quality broker, go and get one. Ask me for my Fidelity link. Ask me for use the Webull link. I like Webull. I don't like Robinhood. I just don't trust Robinhood. I just don't. I mean, it's just creepy to me that they pulled the GameStop stuff. So I don't use them. But that's the thing. And if you want just fundamentals, FinViz right here, it's free. For years I used this. For years I used FinViz. I just find Seeking Alpha to be far, far better and far worth the money. Again, if you want the premium, just the premium version is what I had. I didn't have Alpha Picks until I became an affiliate with them. And then I wound up picking and choosing stocks. That didn't work. Again, finding your strategy. My strategy was I'm going to pick and choose. And then in October, I just threw my hands in the air and I said, you know what? Screw it. I was picking stocks that wound up losing and I didn't trust them. And I wound up just buying the entire portfolio. So that's what I mean by finding your strategy. You've got to find a strategy that works. And when it doesn't work, you change direction. And until you find a quality stocks and a great portfolio like I have right now, then, just use VOO and QQQ and start adding in some single stocks and add to your winners and cut your losers. It's not that hard. And if you're making 9% like retail traders, maybe cut back your trading. Cut it back. I always say that, for newer people that ask me, 40% of my portfolio, I don't touch. I mean, that's Apple. At least 40% of my portfolio, I just don't touch. I don't sell it. I don't buy it. I don't touch it. It's just sitting there. And Apple is my savings account. Now, some people may not like that. Use VOO and QQQ as your savings account. Okay, go and split it up between 40%. 40% of my portfolio I don't touch. For another 40% of my portfolio, I will usually touch within 6 months. 6 months or a quarter. It's longer trades. More than likely, they're staying in a year at least, but I'm trimming or doing something like that. If I start a position, usually it's 6 months minimum that I go. Maybe it's a year to get to long-term capital gains if it's in a portfolio versus a retirement account. So I do things like that. So that's 80% of your portfolio. Then there's 10% that I want to have cash on hand. Okay, 10% I want to have cash on hand, and the other 10% I'm going to trade. Now, that 20% right there, it could go to 0% where I just don't have any cash on hand. If we're in a bull market, and guess what? We're in a bull market. I still have a ton of cash, and it's because I sold a bunch just last week. I sold a lot last week. But guess what? This is a bull market. Okay, we're in a bull market until we're not. And right there at the 9-day, we're sitting right at the 9-day right now. The 9-day is around 513. We're at 516 on the Qs. Where's VOO? We can go and look at VOO. Again, a weekly chart of VOO shows us, look at that nice little weakness. That's a buying opportunity. And look at the weekly. You're right below the 9-day. Okay, am I buying at this point? Probably not. I mean, I'm waiting to see what January does. But if it's long-term, 3 to 5 years, I'm absolutely buying if I've got more than 10% of my cash on hand. And I'm just dollar costing it. You're not going balls deep on the first pump. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So, again, get Trendspider. It is on sale for the next 15 hours. If you have any questions, again, hit me up on Linktree. People have found my email address and say, how do I sign up for the newsletter? You sign up right down below. So, okay, take care. Happy New Year to everybody. Bye. APP. Let's see. I don't know. Right now it is, I believe you're out. Just based on my knowledge of the 4 hour, I believe you're out, Leslie. But I don't know for sure. I don't have the entry and exit. Again, I feel totally naked in this. But I believe you're out. So that's a nice sideways move, though. I mean, look at the Bollinger Bands. They're cinching up. You are on the bottom of the 9-day. So if I had to flip a coin and guess, well, not flip a coin, but if I had to guess where you're going, my guess would be lower. But again, I'm just a douche on the internet. You know, the RSI is at 48. When I do journal, I have burner accounts, just so you know, in Savvy Trader. And so I will journal my accounts over there. I find it easier than anything that I've done, because it actually I don't have to enter it in the price. I don't have to do this, but I will journal it in Savvy Trader. And I used to use spreadsheets, just so you know, Robert. I used spreadsheets for years. And then in 2023, when I found Savvy Trader and they were offering it up, I just opened up a bunch of burner accounts in Savvy Trader. And so I have 2 personal journals, one short, one long, and they're different portfolios. And I have the 2 portfolios here, the trading and the core. And the trading is paid. There's not many trades in there. I mean, you know, honest to God, it's, you know, if you go to Discover, I think I'm one of the top portfolios still. Yeah, 85 events for the year. So the 85 trades for the year. It's not a lot. You know, and you look at Hamid, he made 72 events and he's up 107%. So this was MicroStrategy, and I believe MicroStrategy and NVIDIA this year kind of drove that 70% gain in that portfolio. We're going to take this out. And then I've got to go. Oh, it's a 41-minute podcast. Okay, let's see. We're going to do that and that. And then we're going to do colorize it a little bit. And I didn't mess with the audio, even though I probably should have. Oh, come on. Why are you over there? Yeah, I probably should deal with the audio. The audio is just... Let me see. There we go.
Is Tuesday, December.
Yeah, it sounds bad. It sounded bad last night when I went on and paste adjustments. Oh, there we go. It sounded bad. Don't ask me why, but it just did. I didn't like the sound. Okay, we're gonna take rid of that, and then.
Okay, so Tesla, yeah,
we're good on Tesla. I do own a small portion of Tesla. I'm good on Tesla. I think you could. Yeah, we're good on Tesla. I do.
I'm gonna take that out. Boom. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put in some green screen stuff. And then we're gonna export. Do copy, paste. Oh no. Okay, and export file, boom. We're gonna call it 1231 pod. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a portfolio check because I should be up. And then I'm gonna go 27 people, 25 thumbs up, even though like 100 people tuned in. It's usually a few hundred. I am up, wow, 0.06. So the day is not going well. Why is that? Yeah, I still don't have entries and exits. Let's see, Apple drives my, oh, that's only up 0.01. So it does look, Cleveland Cliffs is up 1.83%. iBit is up 1.2%. Exxon is up 1.13%. I think this one is just one of those that you buy down like this. I mean, look at that channel right there, okay? That channel goes back to April. And if you just bought in the bottom 50% a couple of times and then sold up top, you're fine. I mean, you're doing pretty well just trading this one. And it's not like this isn't a hard trading pattern. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's an interesting one. Coke, I've talked about Coke, how you buy at 60 and sell when it gets to 70. Remove all. I think that's a clear one. I mean, you can see weekly, that line right there. I mean, that's the 2020, February 2020. That's the clear support line right there. I mean, that's, you just haven't done anything for 4 years. 4 years. You've collected a nice dividend, but if you have money in Coke, what have you been doing? It's nice to have it, but again, Buffett, it's not bad to have it, but it's underperforming. Okay. With that, I am out of here. You guys have a great day. Happy New Year to everybody. And if you've already celebrated, happy January 1st. So, okay. Take care. See you. Bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.